Welcome to Out of Pocket. You're listening to the Out of Pocket podcast with Darren Wallace, Chris Wynn, and Kunal Kaushal. And fellas, we got a great show ahead. I'm excited for this one. This will be a funny one. I think it'll be a funny one. But as usual, we gotta let's just chat a little bit. So what's going on with y'all?
Been better.
Yeah, seen better days.
Better days. What's going on?
Some sun's coming though. So
Yeah.
sun's on the horizon.
The weather today
Beautiful.
was immaculate.
Beautiful.
The weather was incredible. I was
Tomorrow's gonna be nice, 65.
yeah. Tomorrow's gonna be even better. 65.
Little quad work.
I'm
Little
quad
exhausted.
work.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
until after
that's
5
always
o'clock.
that's
And then-
always
And then the Neuro on Tuesday.
Jack.
that's always the blow. Whenever it's like a nice day and you just have mad classes and you got an exam, so I was like, oh, and like everyone's just like enjoying the weather, like
You just
It's
sit in
always
a
the
fucking
blow.
bird and just.
always the blow.
Get an extra hour
Sucks.
of light today, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, because you
No,
lose.
no,
lose
no,
well,
we
you
lost.
lose an hour, but you get an extra hour of light.
For real?
Yeah, because
Oh, I thought I had no idea.
I actually never understood that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
never-
you lose an hour of sleep because like 2 o'clock goes to 3 o'clock, but you get another hour of light now. So now
Yeah,
it's dark at 7 instead of 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
That's
know
why
that.
it was dark at 7 today instead of 6.
Yeah.
Get
Oh,
the hour.
I had
and
no
it's
idea.
lighter. It's lighter earlier, I think. Too.
I had no idea that was how
Yeah.
it worked.
Yeah.
But, yeah, because I was confused yesterday when it was 1:59 and jumped to 3 o'clock,
yeah.
and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what did I miss? I thought I was on something. I was like, wait, why did it just become 3 o'clock? But that explains that.
Yep.
We got a good show today. Wynn, you've been particularly adamant about this one. Simp Nation.
It's an outbreak.
Simp Nation,
It's a virus.
wherever you are. So, for those who don't understand, we're gonna talk about simping today.
Wait, I have the definition ready on tap. Urban Dictionary.
Wynn has the
Urban
Urban Dictionary.
It says a man that puts himself in a submissive position under women in hopes of winning them over without the female bringing anything to the table. Simp. I think that's the epitome of simp, being a simp. I like that last line, without the female bringing anything to the table.
Without the female bringing anything to the table.
Would you simp for the right girl?
No. Simping.
So you're already behind the 8 ball.
No, simping is never okay in my eyes because simping. It's funny that this is like a real thing. Simping is, to me, it's like the cardinal sin of interacting with women.
Yeah.
Like, how can you?
You're not really interacting.
Yeah, like
It's one way.
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah,
you're
like
not
simping.
straight.
literally, like, but like the way I always see it is like, why even simp? Like, what benefit does any guy get from simping? Like, how does?
I don't think they realize they're simping. Most simps, if that
Well,
makes
but,
sense.
But no, I think simps do it because obviously they want to.
yeah,
But I've always wondered, like, what do you gain from
you're
being
looking
a
at an
simp?
end game with the girl, then I guess, right?
the end game? Is you get used.
You're down
definitely gonna get
$250 and you're used. Yeah,
and that's good. Like that's
it's not good. It's why you're a simp.
I don't know.
You can never win someone's heart simping too, because it's artificial. I feel like
well, yeah. I mean, that's a given.
that's a given.
But like, so I mean, is there a right time to simp?
No,
Yeah, and I don't think
there's
there's
no
ever a right time
yeah,
to simp.
I don't think there's a right time to simp.
Have you
Because-
ever simped?
I haven't simped.
Don't lie.
I haven't simped. Hopefully, I haven't simped. If I simped, I'm
What do you
sorry.
mean, hopefully, either you did or you didn't.
I mean, what
Simping is one of those things.
simping would be like I'm trying to think. Yeah, I bought you these brand new pair of shoes. Like, will you go out on me? Right? Welcome to Simp Nation. Or
Well,
like,
on me.
right? I'm assuming, kind of. In an
mean-
example, like I need a better example. Maybe that wasn't the best example.
Look it up on Urban Dictionary. Read the example from your
An
Now, an
definition.
example of simping. I would say an example.
He hasn't.
Of,
All right, this is why is Michael always being a simp towards Anna? because he hasn't got play in over 2 months and he will do anything for it. That's an example of being a simp, I guess. Essentially, doing anything for your end game of simping.
Well, the end game isn't really simping because I don't like a simp. A simp doesn't desire to be a simp. I think you're right. A simp doesn't know.
He doesn't know
He
what
doesn't
he's
know
doing.
he's simping. He just
hopes
he just
one
happens.
day.
He just happens to be simping.
He just hopes one day he gets a chance. Just a chance. He doesn't even care about the love. Just a chance at
Just
it.
a shot.
Just a shot. Like one night, just everything
Shot
falls
to
into
kill.
the table. Yeah.
Yo,
One shot to
why?
kill.
Why is this a real
Chris
thing?
Kyle.
I want to know who created simping.
I think simp was around, and now we got like a second wind of
No,
simping.
simping was a thing.
It was a thing, right? Yeah.
You're lying. I thought this was just kind of like
No,
a
I think
joke,
it just
and
got, like-
became a thing.
It kind of just got like bounced back. Simping. A man who puts the hoes before the bros. Ben is being a major simp for ditching us for these hoes. By Simp Sensei, February 1st, 2020. Oh my God. You can't
Look,
make that up.
all right. So, I'll ask you guys a question, and it's also posed back to myself. Is there a celebrity you would simp for?
Madison Beer.
You would simp for Madison Beer?
Yeah, she is valid. You know what I saw on Twitter the other day? I sent it to Kanal. It was a picture of Kylie Jenner of like how she went crazy on the bikini shoot, and it was like the surgeon went MJ Game 6 flu game on her, bro. People on
Yo,
Twitter have
that
too
was
much
crazy.
time. They have too much time. I'm convinced.
People are too quick on Twitter.
You don't realize
man.
how many people have the same experiences as you on Twitter. Like you would think, oh yeah, I'm just unique. Like I did this when I was a kid. Probably just a few other people, and then
Yo,
50,000
everybody lived the same
retweets. Yeah,
childhood.
everyone.
Everybody lived the
Yeah,
same childhood,
exactly.
seriously.
Exactly. I don't know. Simp. All back to simping. Simp bucks. Simp sauce. Simp juice. Everything simp.
Kunal, is there a celebrity you would simp for?
Maybe Bella Hadid.
You'd simp? How would you simp?
I mean,
Like, what would your mode of simping be?
Simp mode. The simp mean, median, and mode of simping.
No, like what would your avenue of simping be?
I don't know. I never really thought about it.
Well, I mean, I would hope you wouldn't.
But I don't know. I really don't know.
You just try to link consistently. You just got to give them stuff, right?
Just shoot the you up text.
Yeah,
But
it's
that's not
even,
simping.
It's not even simping.
But that's
though.
not
Yeah.
even simping.
That's
It's
not
like-
even simping.
that's
Simping
just-
is like
that's just
simping
being
is like
horny.
simping is like
It's
I
just
just
horny.
No freaky.
no simping
No.
is just like I just got you Balenciaga shoes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what's up with it? Or
yeah.
or why don't
With
you-
no
Yeah,
with
I
no
think I need-
tails.
No, yeah.
With
More
no
than some Balenciaga shoes for fucking Bella Hadid,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
She could probably get them for
She
herself.
could get them first.
I mean, yeah.
You could get me Balenciaga sneakers. King Nation, not Simp Nation over
King
here.
Nation.
You dropped this, King. That's the best meme you got there
That's
on
a-
tap. The Mario.
my personal favorite, a celebrity I would simp for. I would simp for either Nikki Heaton or Lauren Pisciotta, which I already kind of do. Peep their,
nuts.
peep their,
Peep
peep
their
their
Instagram.
comments. Peep their comments.
I love you, Queen. Oh no. Too much simping going on these days. Don't be a sucker.
Don't be a
Find
simp.
love the organic way.
If we can advise
One thing.
anyone, if there was anything,
If on my tombstone, Chris Wynn, dead, whatever, born, all I want is in quotes, he wasn't a simp. That's all I care about. He didn't simp.
he was not
A
a
simp.
simp.
He didn't simp. That's
Oh,
all I care
man.
about.
Oh man.
It's really a tragedy watching some dude sometimes simp.
For
Hey,
all the
look.
simps out there,
We just- Keep your head up, King.
keep your head up, King. Pick
You
that
dropped
crown
this,
up.
King. You got this, King. So listen, the bottom line don't simp. Simping is not worth it. I've never.
You ever heard a good story coming from out of simping? Like, yeah, we found love. Took only
I bought her.
$2,000 and countless tears, and I found love.
Nah, that doesn't
It
exist.
doesn't exist.
There's no happy ending in a simp scenario.
Literally.
But nevertheless, so don't simp out there. If you're listening, just don't simp.
It just leaves
It's
such
not-
a bad taste in your
I-
mouth
yeah,
when
I
you
can't
think
even-
about it.
I don't even feel like it's funny. Like when you're a simp, you're just a butt of jokes. Like you're just everyone laughs at the simp. I don't want there to be simps out there, and I feel bad for anybody that's out there simping because
Don't be a simp.
don't be a simp. Don't be a simp. We're gonna move on. We're gonna get to
There's no
something more real.
Uh.
Something more real than simping. So today there was a really, really important basketball game. There was. The Lakers and the Clippers played. And it was a good game. I mean, every game
That they've played is no
every
good,
game,
right?
yeah, every game between the Lakers and the Clippers has been good. It's been close. It's been, there's been stories. The story today was Avery Bradley. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, what did he finish with? Let me see.
I think he had like 24.
I think
he had
fin-
like 6 threes.
Yeah, he finished with
24, yeah.
Yeah,
24, 6 threes.
bucket.
Shot 50 from the
Brawl
three.
with 9
Who's gonna
assists.
play, Darren? Question for you: who's gonna play? What's your 8 or 9 guys down the stretch for almost both teams that you think playoff time? All right, we're rolling these guys out because both of those teams have like an inexhaustible amount of wings
I
and
think.
scores, and there's only one ball. Everyone knows that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I
If you had to
would
give me like 8 or 9 guys that you want out there for Clippers and Lakers, each team, who would you go with?
Did Caruso get hurt today? Hold on. Did Caruso get hurt
He didn't.
today?
He didn't play that much. They
Yeah,
didn't. He went with Vogel went with Markeith and KCP instead of Caruso
Yeah.
and Dwight. He went small, which is better.
Well, Caruso's small. I feel like going Markeith and KCP is.
I mean, for Dwight's reason, sorry, but I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, who does Caruso match up with? Lou Will? You're gonna put him on, but they had Rondo in instead.
I hate Rondo. I can't.
He's a
stand
troll.
Rondo.
He might simp a little too. You know who's definitely a simp? Pat Bev.
Pat Bev, bro.
Whoa, he is
Probably.
annoying
2
out
points.
there. Triple single.
2 points.
He had 2 tonight?
Yep.
I didn't even see. I like what Russ said. He looks like he's doing a lot, but he's actually doing nothing.
He's not out there doing anything. Pat Bev is
I
is
can get
the
you 2
worst.
points.
Yeah.
I can
Pat
give you
Bev-
a
Yeah.
bucket
Pat
consistently.
Bev is the most
consistently.
consistently. Pat Bev is the most annoying player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand why. Excuse me. I don't understand why people. Excuse me. People give Pat Bev credit. People tell, oh, Pat Bev's a lockdown defender. Pat Bev, that's Pat. Who cares about Pat Bev?
Yeah.
Because he wore black Air Force Ones in a game. Like he's cool to
Lockdown
talk
KD.
about. He didn't even lie. Yeah, and you know want to know what happened after he said
That was
after
the
he
meme.
locked
That
down
was the
KD. KD averaged 41 a game
Yeah.
for the rest of the playoffs. 41 a game. So yeah, Pat Bev's a real lockdown defender. Yeah, Pat Bev is annoying. I can't stand Pat Bev like at all.
The move he did on Russ a few years back, we went for the knees. That was
Dirty.
tough to watch. Yeah.
He's a dirty
He's
player.
a dirty player. He's not good either.
I don't think
On
he's
the
good at all.
offensive way, what does he do well? He could shoot a corner 3 open. Anyone could do that. I got 5 guys in the YMCA who can do that right now.
Literally, I could go do that.
Yeah.
Shoot, pay me 10 million a year, 20
Yeah.
million a year. I'll go do
Yeah.
that
I
and
don't
play floppy, show out like fake defense. Like okay,
know. Yeah.
I can do that.
Marcus Smart's like his minion.
Literally,
It's like
Yeah,
it's like the
they're
Pokemon
one,
evolution.
they're one and the same. He's
Yeah.
the Pat Bev is in the West and Marcus Smart's in the East. Yeah, Marcus Smart's the starter
Yeah.
and Pat Bev is the final evolution.
Yeah.
Who's the mid tier? That's what we got to figure out.
I don't even know.
The mid-tier.
The mid-tier guy.
I'd say
Everyone's always looking for a mid-tier
I think
guy.
Marcus Morris is like the mid-tier. He's like kind of a thug.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a nut. Or Bobby Portis is a psycho, too. But I don't know. What did you think about the game today, Kunal? Who looks good for you today?
When I started watching it like a couple minutes before the halftime.
Yeah.
It looked like it was a really, really close game. What were they down 4, 5?
Lakers were down, I think,
like that.
before the half. They were down 10 at a point, and then the third they came out strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second
They
unit played
dropped
really
36
well.
in the third.
Yeah. Second unit played well today.
They did. I mean, Avery Bradley shot 6 for 12 from 3.
Yeah.
Which, like, yeah, like it happened. But, I mean, you know.
Open looks, though. People. I know they're going to be like, yeah, he's not going to shoot like that every time, but someone will. Danny Green might shoot 6 for 12.
Yeah.
They got shooter. KCP could shoot 6 for 12. LeBron's feeding open shooters. Open. Like, people not even close
He dropped
to
some
him.
dimes today.
Yeah,
there were some
yeah.
dimes today.
Bron, 9 assists, 2 turnovers.
Yeah. And he probably could have had almost 15 if people made a few more shots.
That's the story of his career.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Bron could average 20 assists a game if dudes made shots. Like, dudes straight miss. Like, they just straight miss great looks.
What
from
was
LeBron.
the Corver shot? Was that game 4?
It was game
3?
I
3,
think
yeah.
Game 3.
It was
yeah,
game 3, yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
Game 3.
It was the right read too.
It was. Yeah. Everyone tried
Jordan
to,
would have did this. Jordan would have
everyone
did that.
tries
Yeah.
to say, oh, Jordan would have, Kobe would have, bruh. LeBron made like, you're passing to, like, let's not act like he was passing to Nazi Muhammad. Like, he was passing.
Or Bull.
Yeah, like, he was passing to Kyle Korver is a top, isn't he top 5 in made
Yeah,
three-pointers? Yeah, he's passing to one of the most prolific three-point shooters to ever play
specialist.
basketball. So it's not like he passed to some nobody that didn't deserve to be shooting the shot. He passed to Kyle Korver.
Yeah.
And, I mean, hey, Kyle missed.
Yeah.
Like, it's unfortunate, but
Then Durant hit the shot after, right? Was that right after or was that before? When Durant hit that 3 in LeBron's face.
I don't even remember the sequence of events. I can't remember. I think
Every
I think it was
LeBron
after.
hater, like,
Oh, every LeBron
oh
hater knows.
God,
off
it
the bat.
was.
It was after the when he-
Yeah.
like, all right.
Just let the man live sometime,
Yeah.
man.
Easily when Darren said this a few weeks ago, he's easily the most criticized human being in, like, from
Seriously.
celebrity terms. He could be.
I think so.
I don't. It's
Bron can't
yeah,
eat, sleep,
Yeah.
breathe without being
yeah.
Saying
Without
he did
being
something
criticized.
Wrong,
every game he's under a microscope. Every like you like this is and this is why and this kind of, you know, is a segue into what we're gonna, you know, discuss. When we're talking about the MVP race this year, everyone's like, oh, Giannis is the unanimous favorite. Giannis this, Giannis that. I want people to think about LeBron. Just go on Twitter after a Lakers game. Go on Twitter after a Lakers game. It is all everyone's talking. Even, I mean, during, after. It's LeBron, the Lakers, the Clippers, Kawhi, Paul George, Anthony Davis. Like, LeBron is plays a game and everyone watches. The world stops. Giannis plays a game. And honestly, Giannis could play a game and I'm not even being disrespectful. I wouldn't even know sometimes. Cause it's Milwaukee. And I get it. Milwaukee, they're in the
They're a
East.
great team.
They're a good team.
But
They're a
it's-
good team, and they win a lot of games. But and Giannis will put up, you know, 30 and 20, and all that's great. But just I don't understand how you're gonna tell me that Giannis is the unanimous MVP. He's not, or how he's, the clear favorite. How? Like, well, I mean, depending on what happens in their game today. I think right now they're losing to the Suns, and I don't think he's playing. I think he's
not.
injured. Yeah, they're losing 190 in the third quarter, 100 to 90.
So I give
But-
them 11 losses, so they're only two in front of the Lakers then.
Yeah,
So
and-
that winning argument is, you can throw that out the window. And I think LeBron, when he sat out, they lost a game or two.
Yeah, but when LeBron sits, they're 0-2 or 0-3, whatever, or maybe 1-3. I think they won one game without him. But when Giannis doesn't play, the Bucks are 5-1.
Yeah.
And depending on what happens with the Suns today, they'll be either 6-1 or 5-2. Either way, the Bucks have like if you look from top to bottom, the Bucks have a better team.
Yeah.
And that's not to. And people say, "Oh, why are the Lakers the favorite? If the Bucks have a better team, the Bucks are constructed better. The Lakers are built. They're built kind of strange.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like they don't have like a lot of like outside of LeBron, they don't have a lot of playmakers.
They're built like they're built like a usual LeBron team.
Yeah.
A lot of shooters.
And it's weird. And people think LeBron wants that. LeBron doesn't
Yeah.
want that. He wants somebody who can make a play. Like when he was with Kyrie. He would defer to Kyrie.
Yeah, he would.
Like,
He would.
He's not. Like,
Kyrie had his best statistical year with LeBron.
Yeah, he wants guys to like that can like do stuff. He doesn't
Yeah.
want, a bunch of like they have the Lakers have a bunch of bigs. Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. Like they don't have a lot of playmaking wings.
Yeah.
Outside of LeBron,
Who can score for themselves.
Yeah, like
Kuzma can score. He's in shell shock out there though.
Well, Kuzma's such a hit or miss.
Inconsistent right now.
He's so hit or miss.
Inconsistent.
I think it's a combination of two things. First off, he's young, and second off, he went from being, what was he, maybe the second or third option. LeBron missed a bunch of games last year. Now he's like 4 in line. Because you got to say, AD's getting shots, LeBron's getting shots. Then think about it, some nights Danny Green might get more shots than Kyle Kuzma. And then,
well, it's not. Well, I mean, Kuzma only gets shots if he's hitting. Like he'll have a game where he goes like 0 for 12 or 1 for 10. It's like.
I just think he doesn't have rhythm
shooting.
off the bench.
You think? You think he needs to start?
I don't know. I like Danny Green in. You need to have LeBron in. You need AD in. I think they should put Dwight Howard in instead of JaVale McGee if they're gonna go big. And then you could put Kuzma in on that last spot if you wanted to, or KCP. I'm fine with, or Bradley. I mean, they have so many wings, and they're all interchangeable.
But they're all like.
It's gonna be who's got the hot hand in the playoffs for both teams.
Yeah, I agree. But I think
I like Bradley a lot though.
I do. I was a huge fan of the Avery Bradley signing. I think he plays. I mean, is he what he was when he was with? I think his best years were when
he was with the
Celtics and they didn't really have like with the year that they hit that game winning shot. I think it was against the Cavs, and I think Bron wasn't playing, and I think maybe it was Marcus Smart or Avery Bradley hit that 3 and it like bounced a bunch of times. Like I think like those years were his best years, where it was like he was like the second or third option, and he was really regarded as like a really highly rated two-way player. And I think that the thing with him is I think he adds a layer of defense to the Lakers on the perimeter. Their perimeter, I think. Where the Clippers and the Lakers, in terms of, how their teams are constructed, I think the Clippers have the superior perimeter defense, and I think the Lakers have the superior interior defense.
I mean, yeah, they have so many bigs.
Well, yeah,
Harold's
and
a
they have tons
beast
of length.
too.
But I'm not. I don't care about Montrezl Harrell. Like, and I don't even mean that like it's like okay, Montrezl Harrell, like he's whatever to me. Like
He had a good game today.
he did.
He did play well.
He had,
20 points.
Yeah, 28 rebounds. Like he's cool. Like he works hard. He's a hustler.
Yeah.
And he's gritty and he all that stuff. That's all great. I'm not gonna
He's a good
discredit that. I'm not gonna pretend that that doesn't matter. You need guys like that to win. But when people praise him like he's a guy, he's not a guy. Like, be honest, he's not a guy. He's not like a post move guy. He's a guy that'll play hard and he gets points because he plays with high energy. But he's not someone you're like, we're down, get us a bucket. Montrez, get us obviously he plays with Kawhi and Paul George and everything, and Lou Williams. But like realistically, he's fourth down the line.
Yeah.
Like
He doesn't even start, right?
No.
Zubac?
Zubac starts. Zubac starts. Yeah. But in terms of getting back to kind of the MVP, what I want to say is, like, just watch the Lakers play. Watch LeBron in year 17. Like,
Still elevating games.
Like, do people
still like making?
Do people hate this guy that much that they can't appreciate what he's doing? 28, 7, and 9 today
Against the Clippers. And the Bucks 37.
And everyone says how LeBron doesn't want smoke with Kawhi. LeBron, bro, I'm pretty sure he's averaging like 25 a game against the Clippers. Yeah, he doesn't want smoke. 25 a game sucks. Yeah, LeBron, like, okay. well, his numbers against Kawhi. No, he's still contributing in those games.
Yeah.
And I think
And
honestly,
Kawhi only plays like half of the season in the regular season.
And the last one, the Lakers were winning at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And they kind of just went cold, and I don't know why they didn't. I don't know.
What
why
they win?
couldn't-
They won like the last 9 out of 10. The Lakers.
The
too.
Lakers, the Lakers are hot.
Yeah.
I mean, look, these playoffs are going to be interesting.
Yeah,
These
insane.
playoffs are going to be interesting. But
I think it's going to
In
be like Wynn said. It's going to be who has a hot hand.
yeah, I mean that's all it usually is. I mean, unless it's like in the past few years where it was just like you knew the Warriors were going to win, but last year guys got hurt, so it made it interesting.
Yeah.
But I think this year's MVP is far and away LeBron James.
Yep.
And you can't convince me otherwise. Giannis is cool. He puts up a lot of numbers, and that's not to say that he's just like a stat patter. Like he's a good player. Like obviously, he's a unique player. We've never seen a player that's built like him that can do what he does. I mean, you could
So
say KD, but KD is also just an elite sniper. He's an elite shooter. He's probably I think KD might be the best scorer that's ever played basketball ever. Like he's like a 50% shooter on jump shots. Like KD's that kind of guy where you watch him play and he puts up a jumper and you're like, it's going in. Like it doesn't matter who's guarding him, doesn't matter where he's shooting it from. Unless he's shooting from like 40 feet, you're like that shot's going in.
Easy money sniper.
And when you look at value, when you look at these teams, when LeBron leaves,
oh my God, the Lakers turn into a JV basketball team. When he's
look at the
off
Cavs,
floor.
18-45. Kawhi leaves the Raptors, they're 44-18. Like the Bucks would still probably make the playoffs without Giannis, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Giannis does bring that value, kind of that LeBron does, but LeBron's just on another. No one elevates a team like he does.
I don't think he has that same value though, because his team has been winning without him. The Lakers can't win without LeBron.
Yeah,
Like,
AD hasn't proven he could win by himself,
but
he couldn't do it in New Orleans.
I think basketball, for as long as I've been a fan and been watching, basketball is not that kind of sport where. Think of all the times. There's really only been one team ever that's won a championship where their primary scorer was a big man. They didn't have a one or two
before the
not even
the 2000s, I'd say.
Well, no, there wasn't even one.
Well, Shaq.
Well, no. The only team.
Hakeem.
Yeah.
Shaq, but
Duncan
but
and
Shaq
David Robinson.
But Shaq had Kobe. Like they were both. It was like 1A, 1B. It wasn't like all right. People are dramatic with the whole Shaq carried Kobe. No, like Kobe was balling.
Yeah.
But I think you can really only point to like maybe when Bill Walton won a championship, and I guess maybe in like the 50s and 60s. But who cares about the 50s and 60s? Like I think really in like the modern basketball era, let's say since the 90s, like. Every team that's won a championship, like their best player has been like somebody who's like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
Like it's two guards.
It's a guard play.
Wings win you.
Once the three got introduced, it changed the game.
Yeah, and I mean,
look at it now. The big man's gone. There's no solidified center who gives you 25 and 13 a night. No one does that.
Joel Embiid.
But I wouldn't say he's like a. I'd say Embiid maybe is an exception. Jokic he's like an enigma, kind of, because he can pass the ball too.
Jokic is a slept-on player.
Yeah,
I think Jokic is top.
He's having
10
a down year though from last year.
Is he though?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, down
statistically
from what he did last year. But let's
so the Nuggets are right. Nuggets are right behind the Clippers.
Yeah.
One game. Jazz are right there too. Wow. So it's basically Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz. We can swap 2 through 4. And then 5 through, then the Rockets and Thunder. It's going to be interesting. I hope the Pelicans make a run on that 8th seed. That'd be interesting to see the Lakers versus the Pelicans. Nice round 1 series. Little bad blood there with Zoe and B.I. and Josh Hart. Zion versus Braun. That'd be
fun.
Everyone would watch that for 7 games. First round usually doesn't get me excited, but
I'm always excited for the first round because I feel like
because NBA basketball,
the first 2 games of the first round for both conferences always tell you a lot. Like, I mean, I always liked when the 8s upset a 1 or the 7 upsets a 2. Like, that's always lit. Like, I think it's always really cool.
It always makes the game interesting.
Yeah, it makes it really intriguing because it's like, okay, well, can they make a run? But ultimately, it usually comes down to, a 1 or 2 seed wins the finals. So, yeah, personally, I think LeBron's the MVP.
Yeah,
Easily,
me too.
far and away.
He's on my vote.
And I think you guys agree.
Yeah, it's
and I think it's criminal how people just continue, even in year 17, to just disregard him or put him down and hate. It's like, how? I don't understand. I've never understood people that hate LeBron. It's weird to me. And then I'm a D rider for being a fan. Oh yeah, you dick ride LeBron. Okay, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I appreciate
Greatness.
what great and people think and I mean, am I a Tom Brady hater? I trolled Tom Brady. I'm not an idiot. I know that 6 rings has never been done in football. I'm not stupid. Is he the most accomplished player ever? Yeah. But when people say that he's the best player that's ever played, I'm like, all right, he's a unathletic,
headshots,
slow, he's not the best player ever. He's the most accomplished, but he's not the best
winner ever too.
Yeah, he's won a lot, but I mean,
yeah, he's won a lot. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but if you give any quarterback a top 10 defense 15 out of 18 years,
oh my god,
I'm just saying,
move on.
And it's not hating, but
Jets fans.
back to basketball.
All right, so
we wanna. What's up?
I was gonna ask something.
What?
Let's hear it.
What do you think of the Eastern Conference? How do you think it's gonna play out with the standings for the rest of the season?
The Eastern Conference? Bucks 1, Toronto 2.
Do you think
I think it
5,
stays
6,
The
8,
Sixers
5?
are 6 right now.
I think it
Oh
stays
my
as
God.
is. I think the Sixers,
But they've been
get
hurt, right?
If they get
Embiid and Simmons.
Embiid and Simmons have been hurt. I think if Embiid and Simmons come back and get right, I think the Sixers maybe make a push for 5 instead of 6. But Indiana's good. It's unfortunate. I think Depot isn't going to be Depot really until next year.
Yeah.
Even though he's back, he hasn't really been
Like Gordon Hayward
Depot.
this year, last year. Sorry.
bro, Depot was such a problem the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't think people really realize he's
athletic.
so good. And it just sucked watching him.
This Boston team's gonna be scary in the playoffs. I like them.
You think?
Yeah.
I think Jason Tatum is getting right at the right time.
I think they're gonna give the Bucks a problem. I'd like to see that matchup. Besides that, I think the Bucks will have no problem. The Raptors. Raptors don't really intimidate me. The Heat could be all right.
I think
like to see the
Sixers
Heat
are a
make a
bunch
run,
of
honestly.
babies.
I think the Celtics or the Raptors come out of the East, and I think the Lakers come out of the West.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it
Yeah.
pans out. But let's talk about a team that was the king of the NBA, the Golden State Warriors, and their esteemed forward, Draymond Green. Everybody knows about Draymond Green. He likes to talk. And recently, Charles Barkley, another guy who likes to talk,
Chuck.
was on TNT, and he had something to say about Draymond. Let's take a listen real quick.
24 minutes in the books in San Francisco. Draymond Green had missed the last 2 games and had played 9 minutes and 44 seconds of this one before being ejected in the second quarter.
He's probably still injured. Didn't want to play. He had his normal triple single.
Golden State
Why you on him so hard? Because he talk all that stuff when he got them other boys with him.
Golden State hanging in there against the Lakers, a 54-52 game at the break. American Express halftime reporter Ernie Johnson with Kenny and Shaq and Charles. Don't encourage him.
Come on, wait. No, man. He talks all that stuff when he got them other boys with him. Now he got out there and fight for himself. He just don't want to play. Give me a break. Y'all better quit telling me who can play and who can't play. I know who can play.
How hard are games like this to play? And if you're the Lakers, how hard is it to play in a game like this when you're playing a team that's...
So that's Chuck on Draymond posting his normal triple single with no Steph, Clay, KD, and company. But in rebuttal, Draymond he had some words for Chuck, and I'll hold off on what I'm gonna say, but hold on, let me find the clip of him.
Wow.
I know, right? Walmart.com has a lot of great stuff.
And now get 5% back on the things you buy there with the new Capital One Walmart Rewards card.
Say what?
5% back.
Say that again.
5% back.
Yes.
Yeah,
What's in
we
your
love
wallet?
we love ads on
Yep.
on Out of
Nailed
Pocket.
it.
Feel the same way I felt when I was 29. Just a day change. It's cool though. I'm excited about it. Excited about it.
What was it like seeing your boy out there last night?
It was great.
He's a pretty private guy, but he can tell people here are really genuine, and he's been opening up a little bit more. Can you see him kind of getting comfortable and getting acclimated?
Yeah, he's definitely getting more and more 49. Don't change overnight.
Let me find this.
That means more to me. Has the ball, he can shoot it from anywhere. They can't even. A lot of people can't even talk to me about basketball. Not smart enough. So, stink.
Some fans and people are, kind of putting blame on you that
No. I don't give a damn what no fans think. Who they put the blame on. They can't even. A lot of people can't even talk to me about basketball. Not smart enough. So.
they're the same fans that were in your corner before,
It's all good.
Oh, here we go. This is a better clip.
Before I go take his job, though.
Chad, obviously guys like Barkley, but beyond that.
No, Barkley should stop before I go take his job, though. So I can do that well, too. He already ain't make enough money playing, so he need that job. He should stop talking to me. I like to, tendency to end people. So he should stop before I take his job.
Not soon, though, right?
If he keep talking, I'll take it soon. Sooner than he thinks.
Sooner than he thinks.
So yeah, he probably should be quiet. He also can't talk basketball with me either. Not smart enough, not qualified. No rings, can't sit at this table.
Jeez.
No rings, can't sit at this table. So, Draymond, obviously, with a lot of smoke for Sir Charles. And isn't he kind of bugging a bit, telling Charles Barkley
MVP
smart? Is that the first time you heard that, Kunal?
Yeah, I didn't
Bro.
hear about this. 'Cause I was busy over the weekend, so I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, no,
whole
this
thing.
happened on like Thursday
Yeah.
or Friday, and
I don't remember that.
yeah, basically he just kind of tried to trash Charles Barkley because obviously Chuck said his usual triple single, which
correct.
without Steph and Clay and KD, that has been the story of Draymond Green. He just posts a lot of 5, 4, and 2 games instead of his triple doubles. And to be honest, I don't know why it took this long for people to realize that he's not that good. He's just a guy that, when surrounded by others, can help
above
a team.
average,
Like
yeah.
he can be a help to the
He's
team.
a role player.
But he's not.
That makes
He's
almost
not a
100
star.
million.
Yeah, he's not a. Yeah, he's not a. He's
Must
not
like being a role player making 100 million.
And
the
like,
80s guys must be sick.
Who is he?
Seriously, yeah.
Who is he to trash a Hall of Famer?
Legend.
Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley.
Would give him
Charles
buckets.
Barkley has scored 50 points on numerous occasions. I don't think
MVP.
Draymond Green has ever scored 40.
Draymond's averaging 8, 6, and 6. He's a lifetime 9, 7, and 5 guy.
Lifetime.
Why are we applauding? Why was this a conversation, Chuck?
Lifetime 9, 7,
22,
and 5.
12, and 4 with the MVP.
22,
And
12
made it to the finals.
with an MVP.
Made it to the finals against didn't he play
Against MJ.
against MJ, yeah, right?
And this guy wants to say that he's not smart enough, not qualified.
I don't think Draymond would play in the 90s or 80s. I mean, nah,
Well,
I probably would, but like
nah, he
what would
would.
he play? The 3?
I guess.
I don't know. Even when I'd watch him, I've never wanted someone more to fail on the basketball court when I watched the Warriors, and especially him. Just
Oh no,
Oh,
he's
God, he's a-
aggravating to watch, bro.
little layup poke back. He's screaming down the court.
Bro, on everything, He's loud. He's and I'm supposed to respect him because he's won. Like, again, and this goes back to the rings argument. Why am I supposed to respect someone because they won championships? Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of guys that have won a lot of championships and didn't contribute a thing. Like, guys who were just DNP the whole season and were on a championship team. And I have to respect them because the world or the media and Twitter tells me, oh, well, so-and-so won so-and-so rings, so you have to show some respect. Like, why? Like, Draymond Green isn't good. He's not. Draymond, look at him. This is the year that Draymond could have either
had 20.
He could have averaged numbers and said, nah, I can do this, or he can suck. And he sucks. He sucks without Steph. Yeah. He sucks without Clay. He sucks without KD. He sucks without all those guys. And just by coincidence, all three of them happen to be all NBA guys. Like, all three. And I know Clay missed it last year because they gave it to Kemba.
Yeah, he got
but
screwed.
Clay's an all-NBA guy.
Yeah.
Like, Steph...
Best 3-and-D guy in the game, hands down.
And then Steph and KD, enough said. And then Clay is an all-NBA guy.
Yeah. And
then you add in Draymond. And has Draymond made an all-NBA team?
I doubt it.
Are you on
he did. He did make an all-NBA team. He did.
Well, like third team all-NBA.
It had to be. He defensive player of the year. He didn't win it twice though. Only once, right?
Only once, I think.
Right.
He's a
all-NBA 2017, 2016.
He's a three-time All-Star. And coincidentally, in the 3 years where the Warriors were like, just a cheat code, so, by association, he's lit. He's only played in 43 games this year. Let's just get that out of the way. He's only played in 43 games. And, you mentioned he's a lifetime 9-7-5 guy.
Nothing like 9-7-5.
He's 8-6-6 this year. So what do I have to respect about Draymond Green that he can do
in a game where it's like overinflation, where when you're averaging 15 is like he averages 15. I mean 15 and 9 in like the 80s was he's averaging 15. He's a solid player. Now it's like, you average 20. All right. Well, no one's playing defense 3/4 of the game. You should have 20. So this guy has 9, and I'm supposed to show him, he's a good offensive player.
And people say this a lot, I promise you, I can get 9.
Yeah.
An NBA game. I'll work hard enough to get 9. I can shoot a contested 3, and one of them will go in. One of them will go in. I can shoot a contested fadeaway. Like, I get 9 points, 8 points. I'm supposed to respect 8 points a game.
In modern NBA.
Yeah. There's guys averaging 30, and I have to respect 8?
Making it
up at a 50% clip.
Yeah.
And I have to respect Draymond's 8? Miss me with that. Miss me with that. Draymond is not a good basketball player. I'm sorry, he's not. Well,
I agree.
I won't say that.
Triple single.
6 assists is.
I can go for a triple single right now. I'm pretty
6
hungry.
assists is solid, but like Draymond Green is not like somebody that I need to revere as he's a great basketball. Like, okay, he won 3 championships. So what? Like, I don't.
He won it with a cheat code of a team.
Yeah. I don't care. Yeah, he's arguably the best team that ever played. Steph, Clay, and KD. I never could, and people always say, I'll just take LeBron. He went against 4 All-Stars. Yeah, he went against 4 All-Stars by vote or by, coaches vote or whatever. But Steph, Clay, and KD is already overkill.
Yeah,
it was LeBron and
elite shooters.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It wasn't like
one of the three
like
of
three
the
of
best.
the best shooters of. Yeah. I would say 3 of the top 5.
Yeah.
Literally top 5,
easy top 10.
Like Steph's probably the best shooter that's
Steph
ever
and Clay are definitely top 5.
I think Steph and Clay are 1 and 2. I think Steph and Clay are 1 or 2, and I think KD is top 5.
Yeah,
shooter. I'm not kidding. KD is like that. But you want to know something odd? Like, this is really odd, and you probably had no idea. Rajon Rondo had a higher 3-point percentage last year than Kevin Durant.
Wow.
I swear to God, go look it up. I think Rondo shot.
Shoot?
I think Rondo shot like 36%, and KD shot like 35%. Like, I mean, obviously KD's shooting a lot more threes, but like, it's just a funny thing to throw out there. Yeah, listen, I'm with Chuck on this one, and I actually do like Charles Barkley a lot. I think he gets forgotten. All the guys that don't have rings kind of get forgotten. The Reggie Millers and the Clyde Drexlers, the Dominic Wilkins guy, those kind of guys, they kind of get forgotten because they never won a championship. So after you win a championship, everyone kind of strokes your ego until the next season starts. So when you don't win a championship, there's none of that ego stroking from June to the next October, November. So it's always the what if, and then the what if comes as a result of stroking someone else's ego. So you're always in the shadow of someone. So, I think those guys, they get lost in the conversation, but we can't.
Drexler won a championship.
He did win.
With
with
Houston.
Houston?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Okay. But my bad on that one. Actually, yeah, you're right, because they won
When
in
MJ
90.
when
when MJ took a break.
Two-peated. The Knicks should have won one of those.
Yeah, well, the Knicks suck.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that.
We don't need to talk about the Knicks today.
We should get Kenny Atkinson, though. That was horrible what Brooklyn did.
That was
made
just
no sense.
wrong. That was just
made
stupid.
No sense.
They had a worse team last year and went to the playoffs, and they're gonna fire him because of what? Because Kyrie thinks the Earth is flat?
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude.
Starting to really question Kyrie.
I've been questioning what's
guys
going
are
on with
lying.
him.
What?
No way.
Kyrie?
He really thinks the Earth is flat.
He
No, I'm
he
not
th-
guessing. He
thought-
really
then
thought
he
the
went-
Earth was
then
flat.
he
Then he went back and
said
said,
nasty,
nah.
yeah,
like,
he went back on it, yeah.
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 But, like, no, Kyrie really thinks the
Yeah.
Earth is flat. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, he really believes that. So, look, I'm on Chuck's side with this one. I think it's just wrong.
Chuck was just spitting facts.
Yeah, triple. He's literally a triple single.
They should.
I mean, I guess it is talking shit, but like
The
it is
NFL
facts,
should figure out more of like, because the TNT crew is so great. They're such a good comic relief. The NFL, I don't know how the NFL hasn't figured.
They need to
figured something out.
They need to. Well, the NFL is very,
It's just like, yeah, all right, well,
The
let's go to Bradshaw and like Terry.
Yeah, that's
but, like,
the
it's
NFL's
like,
very.
I mean, like it's cool, but like, can we get like, let's get some funny guys up. Let's get some characters up
the
there.
NFL is very, older guys dominated,
Yeah.
old, wealthy, rich white guys
Yeah,
that dominate.
exactly.
The NBA's always been the NBA's always been innovative. I think
cause for comic
imagine
relief.
a show like I think the Kenny and I think the Shaq and Chuck would be kind of like and not well Shaq and Chuck, they kind of had beef, and I can't really think of any two players in particular that had beef, but I think if you had like a T.O. and Chad Johnson,
Yeah.
like T.O., Chad Johnson, maybe have like Chris Berman host,
Yeah.
and also have like maybe Ray Lewis or like Ed Reed.
Ray Lewis
fun.
is tough to listen to.
Inside
Oh,
the
God.
NFL, I think that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, something though. Switch it up a little bit.
Literally, or maybe Peyton Manning.
You know who they should do eventually? Make the dream team. I heard of Peyton. What did they offer? Peyton $20 million.
Peyton and
Wait,
Al
did
Michaels.
Tony Romo? He went to that by CBS that offered
Yeah.
the money?
Yeah.
Imagine Tony and Brady if they ever figured it out on the mic. That'd be interesting.
That would be.
Those
That'd
would
be
be
fun.
two cool guys to listen to.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
Romo. I didn't know how smart that guy
But
was.
Romo,
shit,
Romo's
he's a genius.
Tony Romo's a very underrated quarterback.
Yeah.
I had him on my fantasy team. One year I won my fantasy league. I had Tony Romo as my fantasy quarterback, and I was watching their games a lot because I was like, oh, he's my quarterback. I should probably watch what he's doing. And he used to put up numbers.
Yeah.
Dude. Like he's like not a.
Yeah.
He wasn't just some scrub.
Average schmo.
He
yeah.
got a lot of heat because he never won a ring. But he wasn't just. I mean, I think they got screwed. That Dez catch.
Yeah. Well, that was a catch.
Yeah,
Everyone
and
knows
that was they got screwed out of that. But other than that, yeah, no, Tony Romo is not somebody to be played with.
Yeah.
He's legit.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move on here, and we're gonna get into something that Win has been. He said it's been the discussion of
Topic
219.
of discussion,
Hot
yeah.
topic in 219.
I was.
Could you could you beat could any
In a
average
street
man
fight.
could any average man
No. We weren't doing average man.
so just
We
us here?
were saying our friend Pedro, he's like 6'5", 215 pounds. I was saying in a street fight, could like divine strength, like fight to the death, could Pedro win? And I said like 9 out of 10 times I think he would win.
9 out of 10.
Ooh,
Yeah.
tough, dude.
I
don't
think even
know.
if she like broke his arm, I know like an arm bar, crazy, like it's just like divine strength. I mean, he's got what, like 70 pounds on him. I feel like he could just be like, yeah, get off me. Like, I know I was thinking about myself. So
I mean, Ronda Rousey's not like weak, bro.
I was watching the
I don't
war
know, bro.
last night with Joanna and Weili Zhang. That fight was
Bro,
incredible.
did you see her head?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I was watching that fight, and I was watching those girls exchange, and I was thinking, yeah, like I'm your average male, 6 foot, 180, 185. I couldn't see like if I would get kicked in the face, like I wouldn't be able to see. I couldn't read punches coming, and then if I got to the ground and had to wrestle, it's done. So I'm gonna say my chances against Ronda Rousey, 2 out of 10. Someone like maybe like 9 out of 10. I think just divine strength.
I don't know. I think you're kind of underselling
Ronda Rousey.
Not that
You don't think Nye could just
not that a man, not
toss
that
her
no,
around?
not that a man couldn't, beat Ronda Rousey in a fight or anything, but like, I think like not even her opponent. I just think like Ronda Rousey's not like just some average woman. She's like
She knows how to
she's
fight.
like
Yeah, she's
an elite fighter, dude.
Yeah.
Like she like you say like Pedro, even if she broke his arm, you say that like
If she broke
you
his
say that
arm,
like it's
it'd be
light.
over. It's
Bro,
like, I'm done.
She
You
like
won.
if she
You won.
Bro, if she arm bars Pedro, like that's game.
Darren,
Pedro can't do
Darren,
anything.
let's just think about 80 pounds. That's like you fighting someone 80 pounds less than you.
Bro, she could probably like break your leg in one
like
kick.
you could just be like just
Think about
move,
it.
like move.
Bro,
might be
but what
tougher
if,
than just
what if
be, like,
bro, she's
moving.
not
like
she's
80
not,
pounds.
She's not your average woman.
I don't
I'm
know.
not saying a man can. I'm not
You can
saying,
lift up 115 pound
dumbbell.
dumbbell.
I'm not saying like Nye or Pedro or like a big guy can't beat Ronda Rousey in a fight. I'm just saying
Or
nine
no
out of
Mike
10 times.
nine
a
out
little
of
absurd.
nine, 9 out of 10 is a lot for an elite fighter, dude. Like an elite fighter, like I have probably like 50 pounds on Floyd Mayweather, but
Yeah.
he'd probably beat my ass.
Yeah, but I'm not getting in trouble. Continue.
what?
I was gonna say gender, just different strength.
No. No, you can like, bro, like men are
Yeah.
stronger than women.
Yeah.
Like like
It's
we're
just
built. We're
natural.
built. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
it's just
naturally,
Yeah.
genetically. And if you're listening and you have an issue with that, like that, you're weird for that because
Science.
like it's
On
just
women's,
science.
on International,
International
Women's
Women's
Day, slander.
But
Chivalry's not dead.
but like I think it can't go understated that Ronda Rousey, for as much like yes she is a woman and all that stuff, like she's still an elite fighter. Like she's been she's professionally trained.
I agree with
to
Darren
fight.
on this one.
Like I'm not
9
gonna,
out of 10 times.
9 out of 10 is
I think
a
she's
lot.
a
in
little
a street
absurd,
fight
but-
to like not even
I
the
think-
death,
I-
but like
Bro,
to
the
like
technique,
Yeah.
and again, she's like, I know she's a female, but she's not just your average woman that has
Yeah.
regular women's strength. Like she trains like your average
She
woman
knows
can maybe
it.
bench,
She'll
maybe can't bench
probably
press a lot. Like
beat
she
all
can
of us.
squat hella weight, she can bench hella weight, she
Yeah.
can.
If I ever got in a
she's
street
got
fight with
strength.
her, she would win 10 out of 10 times. She would win 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, like Ronda Rousey, for as much of a meme
Even
as she's
faded?
become.
me faded. I'm just eating that.
You don't even feel that.
Yeah, you won't even feel it.
The arm bar comes like, oh, I don't need this thing anyway.
Your arm's dislocated.
Your arm's just,
Let me get an
just
RVB.
flailing. But I just can't. I don't think it can be understated. Just like the prowess she has as a fighter, because she's not just your average woman. She's a professional fighter. Like that is what she does. So personally, I mean, could I beat Ronda Rousey in a fight like off just some one-timer stuff? Like maybe, like I could catch her like maybe 2 or 3, but like, bro, just her technique and like her fighting ability, I think she would just piece me up because she's got
Yeah.
technique. Like I don't have technique, like that stuff matters. Like being technical really matters in anything in football, basketball, baseball, soccer, fighting. It all matters. So I personally, for as much as I think that, men are just naturally stronger and built different and all that genetic stuff and science, I think Ronda Rousey and a lot of, female UFC fighters, they're built different. Like I think Cyborg or who's the one that's
Nunes
like Amanda
and,
Nunes, like
she'd
like
kill me.
she's a
an
different
animal.
breed. Like
I'd get
she's
KO'd.
She's an animal.
she
dude.
would
That's
real
crazy.
she like
She's a
isn't just
fighter.
your
Black
average.
belt
She's a
in
fighter.
jiu-jitsu, like
She's a
Yeah, like,
fighter.
she's
She's a fighter.
She's
so,
a real
like,
fighter. Like these
yeah.
are real fighters. Like they're not just your Joanna you met on the street. This is like Joanna who is a professional MMA
Yeah.
fighter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know about that. But moving on, we're at that point in the year. It's almost spring break.
Beautiful day.
It's almost. It was a great day today. 55 and sunny. A little bit of wind, but that's nothing to sweat. But it was an interesting day today. It was nice and warm. Good vibes. Sun was out and people were outside. So spring break's around the corner. For one, what are y'all plans? I'm not doing anything special. What are y'all plans?
Hopefully go to Puerto Rico.
Hopefully, why? Hopefully.
Could
that be
flights
derailed?
don't. Well, I'm just thinking about the flights getting canceled.
You think it's gonna get canceled
Well,
because of Corona?
I don't know. It's always a possibility.
There is some case in the Caribbeans, I think.
Have they relayed that?
There isn't.
Have they sent that correspondence out to you? Like,
no,
not
it'll be
yet.
last minute.
Not yet. If
Always,
anything, it'll be last minute.
It'll be in the airport. Yeah, that'd be hard.
Wait,
that would suck.
I'm either going to Puerto Rico or Bahamas as of now.
Come to Puerto
either
Rico.
or.
Yeah.
What's in the Bahamas?
What's
and
not in the
Bacala?
Bahamas?
No, I'm saying you and
Yeah,
Bacala
I think
or a
he'll be-
family trip.
Well, I think Johnny Wynn might be lurking around, but Bacala will be present.
Bobby
Bacala.
The boy.
Yeah. We'll see.
No, I'm gonna be here. Got to save up wherever I live in the summer for my internship. I got to pay for it. So.
Yeah. Smart man.
I'd rather save.
Well, I'm spending it on the blackjack table.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Can't go wrong.
Go ahead, win you some.
I'll win nothing.
So with spring break coming up, I think it's only right that we talk about spring break etiquette. Now, I've only really been on spring break one time. I've never really gone anywhere for spring break.
This is my first time going somewhere for spring break.
Really?
I've never really gone anywhere with my friends.
Yeah,
know,
I've only
family
done
or,
like the spring break thing like one time.
Yeah.
We went to Florida 2 years ago. So I've never been like a spring break guy. Not to say that like spring break's not fun. I think spring break's lit. I went. Everybody always talks about Punta. Like I wish I went.
Yeah.
But like I've
Me
never.
too. I had so much FOMO, dude.
I wish I did. And I'll
wish I
probably have
went,
FOMO. I'll probably have FOMO this year, and everybody's in Cabo, and I'm in Syracuse working.
Yeah.
But on spring break, there's some do's and don'ts, or there's some etiquette. Like, what is your guys like spring break? Like, what's cool on spring break? What's not cool on spring break?
I mean, just be safe for the first thing. Just be safe. Whatever you're doing.
If you go abroad,
just
do
be
you drink?
safe.
If you
Don't go to Italy.
Please, yeah.
Well, not right
Definitely
now.
Don't go to Italy right now.
Wash your hands.
Yeah. It's virus season.
Stay clean.
That's the etiquette right now.
It is.
And
don't shake hands with people you don't know.
don't fall for
Buck's about to lose, by the way.
Don't fall for no freaky women, because it's fake love down there in spring break.
What, you fallen victim win?
Falling in love for the thoughts down south. It's just not. That's spring break etiquette number 1, right? I'm assuming.
What, falling in love overseas?
No, in wherever you are in spring break.
Falling in love?
Not falling in love, but
That's
like,
a big don't.
I mean, there's been
like,
dudes.
yeah,
I mean,
they'll be like, yeah, like
dudes
I
you
got-
know.
be like,
There's dudes you know that are cuffed after being on spring break. Yeah,
come back.
Yeah, they come back cuffed.
I don't know.
I'm tripping.
No, you're
Yeah,
correct.
Like, no.
Was it a happy ending? We be determined.
I mean, boys is young out here. Boys are
Yeah.
only 20
True.
and 21 and stuff.
20.
23.
Well, but
Wallace, what do you think about some etiquette?
don't be a downer. Like spring break, I think there's like spring break is it's one of those weeks where you reach your maximum utility. So let's say you get to your spring break next destination on Saturday or Sunday. Your maximum utility is gonna come at like that Tuesday.
Yeah.
Depending on, like, think about it. Once you're gonna hit a peak.
Yeah.
You can only
drink for
you
how
can only
long?
Yeah.
drink every day, all day for so long. Like eventually, it's gonna hit you like, God, I'm miserable. Like, my body hurts. But like, don't. But like, I don't know. Just be positive. Be happy on spring break.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know,
Enjoy the time,
I
enjoy
only
the
went one
vibes.
time, and not to say that when I went on spring break that there was like so many downers. Like
Yeah.
just
It's like,
but,
oh, my girl's there. She's probably cheating on me. Yeah.
Don't simp on spring
Yeah,
break.
don't
simp.
Be a king. Be a king for sure.
But no, like I just
Just enjoy your time.
I realize that you're on spring break, so even if you might not be down for something, like don't be the one. Don't be the one. Just on spring break, don't be the one that's
but
not down for fun.
And also, don't be a hero ball. Don't be someone you're not for a week.
Yeah, don't be a hero. Yeah, just
Heads pull up thinking they got superpowers for a week. It's like
Yeah,
a hall
understand.
pass.
Well, no, I think when you're on spring break, you can wild out a little extra. Like anything can happen, but like don't be that guy. Just don't be that guy on spring. Don't be that guy. Like I don't know. Like hey, look, you're on spring break. Have fun.
Enjoy
dude.
your time.
Enjoy your time. You're like
You're there
you
to
know,
have fun. You're spending so much
Like
money. You
spring
might
break.
as well.
There's
like,
nothing like spring break in life. Like once
one
you're
time.
out
You
of
got to do it
college-
one time.
Once
You
you're out
gotta
of
do it
college,
one time in college.
yeah.
Just
Once you're out
enjoy
of
it.
college, it's a whole. It's a real world out there.
Seriously.
And then it's real vacations and not spring break, which is
With
different.
a job and a wife. Ugh.
What's wrong with having a wife?
Ugh.
You say
Be
that.
a,
Like
that
ba-
needs to be
be a
smooth.
bachelor.
It needs to be. It's
You're a
way too
bachelor?
early.
The bachelor lifestyle, Wallace.
Are you a bachelor, Win?
Not right now. I don't have any paper to be a bachelor. You need like a nice loft in in a nice city.
Nice whip.
Nice whip.
Nice
I don't got that right
watches.
now. Loading, deloading. I don't know. Spring Break though. Don't watch Spring Breakers, the movie. It's horrible.
Yeah, that movie
Trash.
sucks.
If you want to waste an hour 30 of your life that you'll never get back, then watch it. But not even. You can't even be like high and watch it.
when you pose it like that,
What?
if you want to waste an hour and a half of your life, like
You won't get the
It's-
hour.
when
and
you
a half
put it-
back.
It just
when
sucks.
you put it that way, it's like, well, damn, why would I watch this movie?
It's horrible.
No, it's horrible. You've seen it, right? I'm assuming.
I've seen it.
So you know
I
it
wasn't happy
sucks.
about seeing it.
Yeah, no one's ever been like, wow, like I had a good time watching this. Like, no, it's like, dude, like who recommended this to me? Horrible movie, and I had to watch it a second time the other week because I live with idiots. And then the best is they tell me, yeah, let's put it on, and then they go to sleep, and I'm out there by myself watching this this garbage movie.
Out there in the field alone.
Yeah. Next,
But hey, I mean, spring break. At the end of the day, spring break it's lit. I wish I could go this year because a lot of people are going, and it'll be a fun time. It's gonna be pretty sick. Everyone's going to Cabo, so for everyone that's going, be safe, have fun, enjoy it. Puerto Rico, be safe, have fun, enjoy. Bahamas, be safe, have fun, enjoy.
Syracuse, be safe.
You do gotta be safe in Syracuse.
Yeah, you do. You do.
But I really do envy everyone going somewhere
see
for
the
spring
sun.
break. I might have to take a social media hiatus because I'm going to be sad.
See, my idea was to just leave my phone at the crib whenever I go to the beach. Not even try to flex on social media. None
Just
of that.
enjoy
just
life,
enjoy that
Enjoy
moment. Like when
what's
I'm
going
there,
on.
just not worry about a single thing.
Nothing worse than
except just where's my next drink at.
Yeah.
That's all what my worries to be like. Just laying on a beach, just whoa. When am I getting another drink?
Literally.
Spring break's what you want it to be,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
make it the best of your time.
Exactly. So now it's time to get to our final and favorite segment of Out of Pocket. Our Out of Pocket people, your Out of Pocket person of the week.
I'll start. Pat Bev. 2 points, bro. One bucket.
He's out of pocket for that?
One bucket. I just don't like him.
Fair. Pat Bev's out of pocket. Win. Who you got?
I got the fight last night, both of them, and you can use being out of pocket in two ways. In a good way, like, yo, that was out of pocket, like that was kind of lit, or like, damn, man, that was out of pocket, like not lit. So I'll use both definitions of being out of pocket since we went on Simp definition day, so might as well do out of pocket definition day. All right, so here we go. We got the women's fight, Joanna versus Weili Zhang last night in the UFC 248.
Right.
Those girls battled to the death, and they're both out of pocket. Once Joanna came out looking like Megamind, I was in awe. Her head she looked like two different people if they showed the before and after. So she was out of pocket for that. That's number one. Number two was Yoel Romero. He gave that fight, the Adesanya Romero fight, was boring. Out of pocket, waste of money. If you illegal streamed, you won because that's what I always do. Ripple. Actually, I'm not even gonna say anything.
Oh, you already sold. You already sold.
I didn't say anything.
You already sold.
I'm out of pocket now.
You already sold. You already sold.
I'm changing Pat.
Dana White, I love you. Don't.
I'm changing Pat Beth to Chris.
You already sold. You
Right,
already sold.
go. Wallace.
My out of pocket person for the week is Anthony DeLuca, because he's been on a different type of time recently. He's been hitting my DMs a lot on IG. No, chill. Like, see, you took it there. But
freaky.
But not. Tony's been bugging in the DMs with the blessing on the post. Like, he knows what he's been sending me. But not that I don't like it. But he's been out of pocket.
Whoa.
He's been wilding. No. Like posts of other. Yo, y'all are taking it there. I don't know why you're going there. But no, for real, not. Tony's out of pocket, bro. Tony's been bugging, and I like it. But he's also been like out of pocket, like, bro.
Too many cheekage.
Whoa. Oh. But yeah, Tony's out of pocket, and you know who else has been out of pocket? Sean Crow.
Why?
Again,
Why does Crow?
Crow. Crow. I know Crow was out of pocket one other week, but Crow's at it again last weekend. So Crow, let me
Get the receipts
pull up. 1 second. So Crow.
Sean Crow, a regular.
Yeah, he is a regular. Jesus.
So Crow hit me on March 1st. Crow hits me with a sad face randomly, and I'm like what's up?
What's up, baby, bro?
And he's like literally, he's like, who's working loose? He's like, got a fiver for you, King. I'm like, I'm already here. He's like, you couldn't come to the door and tell him I'm valid. $5 in good karma in the eyes of the Lord. Like, where is this guy going? I'm like, bruh, you gotta go to the door. Like, I can't like just.
Oh, he wanted the blessing in.
And then he's like, I will try in like 15. I'm like, bet. And he says 5 minutes. So then 5 minutes. Let's go, homie. I'm like, oh, now you're time stamping. Now you're putting me on the timer. And I'm like, and then he calls me, and I'm like, bro, I can't hear you in here. Like, there's too many people. And he's like, pull to the door for $5. And he's like, I'm here now, please. I'm like, bro, stop pestering me. And he keeps calling me, bro, stop pestering me. You will not make any progress. Like, just let me know when you're there, and I got you. Don't keep calling me 1,000 times before you get there. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I got you, damn. Like, bro, Crow, I love you. You're my guy. But you were out of pocket for that.
Feeding.
And don't think it's hate. It's all love. I never hate Crow. Crow's a good dude.
Great kid.
But he's out of pocket. He's out of pocket.
No one can be saved from being out of pocket.
No.
No.
That'll do it for this episode of the Out of Pocket Podcast. It's been a good one. Hey, listen, Simp Nation, if you're out there listening, please, I ask you, stop. Just stop. She
doesn't want you, bro.
She don't love you like that, bro. She
Fake
don't really.
love.
She don't really want you. So, if you're listening to all simps out there listening, please stop. But for Chris Wynn and Kunal Kaushal, it's been a good show. Thank you for listening, and be sure to check out the Out of Pocket Podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You are listening to Out of Pocket.
Good night.